he's just living his best life right now. And tomorrow morning, it's gonna hurt
Yeah.
bad.
And then cut to them down below, and Jack is drinking rosé in his doorway of his room, and he asks Kizzy for a Xanax and some Sichuan chicken.
Does she carry the Xanax? Like, do they have a pharmacy on board?
I assume
Curious.
he brought his own.
Good
But
point.
Kizzy says, "Is there an alternative?" And Jack says, "All I can think about is chicken." Hi, welcome to Above Deck, a Below Deck breakdown podcast. I'm Sarah Goldman, a photographer and former marine biologist living in Charleston, South Carolina. With me is my college roommate and co-host, Kelly.
I'm Kelli Busbey, an executive assistant and former radio host, coming to you from my home studio in Columbus, Ohio. Together, Sarah and I hosted the Socks with Sandals radio show on WFAL in Bowling Green, Ohio, and we are back again this week to discuss Below Deck and our love of all things Bravo.
Before we get into today's episode, I wanted to thank the listeners that told us about that inappropriate ad that aired on our podcast
Yes.
recently. We hadn't heard it. I don't know about you, Kelly, but I don't really listen to our podcast in the podcast apps because one, we did it live.
Right.
Two, two, we've then listened, you've edited it. I've
Right.
listened to it to give notes to our producer, and then I listened to it a third time when you send it to me. Um, so anyway, thank you for cluing us into what that ad was saying. Our ads are all automated and they're not supposed to have anything to do with politics or gambling or like drinking, anything controversial. And we definitely don't support the messaging that was in that ad. And we let our network know about it and they took care of it. So please tell us if there's ever anything like that again. And hopefully
Yeah.
you didn't hear it, but I'm sorry if you did.
Today we'll be discussing Below Deck Med Season 10, Episode 3, Excess Baggage.
Here's your recap. The crew enjoys their first night out together, and Max and Christian are actually getting along. A group of wealthy socialites joins the boat with a myriad of requests for the crew. The deck team continues to make major mistakes, and the episode ends with a deckhand on a jet ski floating out to sea. Howdy,
Didn't they do
Shackles.
that with Johnny last on Down
Yeah.
Under? He
Uh,
just was like,
I mean, there were
bye.
at least two things floating away this episode.
I know. I know.
It's starting to mix them
Shack
all up.
Shackles, I'm gonna say seven.
Yeah. I was
I don't
kind
know.
of bored with this episode until Jack started drinking on that first night.
Yes.
Then it got more interesting for me. So when the episode begins, Max and Christian are arguing, and thankfully Nathan hears it and he steps in and he calls this whole situation just a clash of egos. And it was like a parent having to step in to separate siblings, like just get away from each other, go to opposite sides of the house.
Go to your corners. So
Hmm.
do the dogs. He said that they were behaving like cats. And I don't think I've ever heard a man describe other men fighting in the reference of cats. So I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I like it. Not lions, but
No,
cats. Yeah,
cats.
house cats. Okay,
Hmm.
we have our first night out. Been looking forward to this. Barcelona is a party city, and I was about ready to tell the story of my night out in Barcelona, but then I was thinking, I think I've told this story at least once on the podcast, maybe twice. I checked with my friend Kate in Montana.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so do you not recall this that I've
I
told
don't
this
remember,
story?
Sarah, but I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday. So
Okay.
and we have new listeners. So maybe
Okay,
this will be
well,
my first
just
time hearing it again.
briefly, I was stuck in Barcelona for a lot longer than anticipated because there was a train strike in France, and
Oh,
anyway, long story short, we were in Barcelona a long time. They go out at like 11 p.m. We were out all night. The sun came up. I'm exhausted. We're so tired. All we want to do is go to sleep. And then they're like, "Hey, let's go get breakfast." And so I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is the last thing I want is to sit through a meal." So we're having breakfast and then they're like, "Hey, let's go spend the day at the beach now." And Kate and I were like, "You have got to be kidding me." And so we went back and we slept at our friend Bradley's apartment like all afternoon. But
yeah.
I was just they party so hard. I sent a voice memo to Kate being like, remember this night? And she kind of clued me in that, we were very naive and there was probably a reason that everybody else was able to like stay up and keep going, going, going. And it might have had to do with drugs.
I have
So
to say some magical white powder that just kept
yes.
them going.
And that never occurred to me. I just thought these people don't need sleep. Anyway, that's
Oh,
my Barcelona party story. I'll see if I can find a picture and post it.
that's fun. That's fun.
Okay, so remember at this point in our timeline, Nathan and Gail have broken up, and Nathan says he is not looking for anything serious with anyone, casual only.
So his green screen gave a different level of cringe, in my
Mm.
opinion. I'm a bosun on the boat and a playboy in the club. Get the F out of here with that. Like, come on, Nathan. He
You're not
even
on the
knew he sounded
Housewives.
cheesy.
Yeah, there's like
Right.
a
He
Housewives
knew he
tagline.
sounded like a cheese ball. Whatever. Oh, I can't wait.
Nathan,
I want to hear Nathan. We need to talk about that.
I
Like,
know.
that's
That's so
silly.
funny. He's funny because I just watched him on Watch What Happens Live, and
Mhm.
he definitely is kind of the king of like metaphors. So like
Yes.
he just has some really funny ways of explaining things, and I mean that's gold for the green screen
That's right. That's
content.
right.
So okay, so at dinner everyone's getting to know each other. I really want to see Max hypnotize someone. Luckily, that's coming soon.
Right. How awkward was the dinner, though?
Yeah.
So Max and Christian are sitting across from each other, which at a dinner table, sitting across from people that you absolutely despise is just white knuckle.
On the
Wanna,
end too. So you only have
oh, like
people
you're
on one
stuck.
side.
Yeah, like you're screwed. But then Christian's eyes are darting everywhere, which I think is just obnoxious when people do that anyway. And then Josh wants to be hypnotized, which I want to see him hypnotized because I
Hmm.
think it would be fun. But then Kizzy is down here at this end of the table talking about how she has a bedazzled vajayjay. What in the actual what? What is that? I'm like watching this in the airport nonetheless. And I'm like, that just you wouldn't be sitting for long, I guess. I don't,
I guess not. That,
there's
yeah,
a lot of questions.
I'm gonna have to Google this and see what exactly this
Be
involves.
careful.
I'll do an incognito search.
Like,
Um, Kizzy admits that she has a gentleman at home, and everyone is very surprised because she's been so flirty so far.
and they are all so bummed. And then
Hmm.
Joss is just like,
Sad clown.
wah,
The
wah.
boy deckhands are talking, and Max and Christian somehow call a truce and then end up hugging. So, okay, guess they're
Whatever.
getting along. Okay, finally, someone besides us is talking about STDs on these yachts. Kizzy said that she came off her last boat with three. Three.
I totally missed that
Oh,
part. What?
really?
Yes.
And yeah,
What?
well, that's what everybody at the table was like. Did she just say that? Like, what? And then Aisha was like, did you have this kind? Like the crabs?
I missed it. I missed it all.
You're gonna have to go back and watch this. I've realized you really have to listen to everything that Kizzy says because she says some wild stuff. Like you just
Yeah.
never know what that girl's gonna say.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. Okay.
Okay, so they go to the discotheque and there's drinking, there's lap dances, lots of talking, and they're just wild and having a great time.
So I'm watching them take shots, and it made me remember. Have you ever had a green tea shot?
No.
We will do those in Vegas.
Is it
They are,
alcoholic?
yes, they are delicious. And they are the new lemon drop. Like,
Oh,
forget
okay.
it's made with Jameson or Irish whiskey and sugar and sour and Sprite and something.
And
Oh,
green
peach
tea?
schnapps. No, it
No
just
green
tastes like
tea.
green tea.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All
Okay,
right,
so
I'll do it.
we'll do one of those. I noticed something about Kizzy.
Yeah.
She does not like to be one-upped, but she
Mm.
wants to be the one-upper.
Yeah.
So, and you saw this when she saw V dancing on Aisha, which was funny. And
Hmm.
then she comes in with her little magic Mike rollover move that is just way more than what. V was doing, which was just grinding, it's
Hmm.
kind of funny. So it makes me wonder, like, what level child do you think she was in her family? Like middle,
Oh,
like constantly looking for
either
attention,
middle
or
or the youngest, right? Like
yeah,
needs the
yeah,
attention. Look at me, probably.
right,
But she knows it. She knows it about herself.
right, yes.
Hmm. Ooh, we'll have to find out. I'll be shocked if
Hmm.
she's the oldest or the only or something.
Well, you're talking to an oldest and an only right now, so
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we're not the best examples.
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, so back to the boat. Kizzy FaceTimes with her boyfriend while she's shaving her legs to get ready for the hot tub.
Sure.
And oh, by the way, did we see the hot tub? Did they ever make it to the hot tub? I don't remember seeing that.
I don't think we saw it.
I don't think we saw it. If they did
Hmm.
go, it must not have been very interesting. Okay. So Tommy, her boyfriend, says, why don't you just get into bed? Fat chance of that happening, Tommy.
Right.
Max decides this would be a good time to hypnotize Christian in the galley.
Do we think this will take? Because he told him to just do what he says, like basically
Yeah.
on the deck.
He was
Just do what
like,
I say. Do we think it's
you
going to
will
take?
you will do stuff with the lines and the fenders. You are getting very
Very
sleepy.
sleepy.
Oh, funny. Okay. Nathan calls Gail, even though they're not dating, they're still like BFFs, and Aisha
Yeah.
eats noodles. All is well in the world.
Bed nudes are back, babe. Yes.
Yeah, she's always like,
We need a sticker that says bed nudes or a picture of her doing that, like eating the nudes. But we need to get a liner from her.
ooh, yeah, we do. We need an interview and get a liner. Oh, it'd be so good too. All right, maybe
Even if,
we'll have
I
to
wonder if
reach
we
out
could
to her
even just
people.
her people, or even if we just, I wonder if we sent her like a message,
Yeah,
like
we'll have to
old
see.
school.
Okay. Like a letter? A chain
Yes.
letter? Okay.
If we fold it right,
If we,
it make it a little football.
yeah, we'll pass it to her. Okay. All right. This is a goal to get a liner from Aisha.
That's
Okay.
right.
The next day, Nathan has a deck team meeting and he's like, I want to see more urgency from you people. And
Yeah.
he doesn't say that Max is lead deckhand, but he does kind of make him the point man, the main point of contact to relay messages to the rest of the team.
This is not going to go well, but I'm really excited.
Yeah. I mean, Max is doing the best job on the deck team at this
He
point,
is.
but
Who,
he rules
who,
with an iron fist.
who in a million years would have thought that those words would have come out of your mouth and me agreeing with
I
it?
know, exactly. Okay, we have a preference sheet meeting. We have Jack Freeman. He's a Sydney socialite and friends. They were on Down Under, I think
Hmm.
probably the last season. I don't really, or 2 seasons ago, because Aisha was
Hmm.
on. Um, they want the stews to unpack for them, and they want to have a white party, truffles, and then they want to have like a fine dining 8 course tasting menu. So just a
So
few
much.
things, not
Just a little
much.
bit.
Just a simple dinner for 8. Okay. Captain Sandy points out that the outside of the boat was not washed properly and the guests are like getting ready to come. Apparently
Yeah.
Christian told Tessa, oh, they didn't need to do that yesterday, like just rinse it with the hose, but they actually need to scrub it. And Max really lays in on him about this, and Nathan hears them arguing. He says, you better stop or I'm going straight to Captain. Like one of you's got to go."
So this was his second warning with them, right?
Correct.
Basically, like the meeting was the first, and then
Mm-hmm.
so just clean the dang boat. That's what needs to be done. Always, always, always. It's the boat. You clean it, you go. Just
Yeah. You
yeah,
heard it,
I don't know.
guys.
That's right. Just
Boat
do it.
clean, go.
Go.
Guest arrival. I love that girl that had the headscarf on with her arrival. I'm still in my little Edie fashion era.
I expect you to see you in a scarf upon arrival in Las Vegas.
Okay, can do. Can do.
Yes. I will not be looking like Big Edie when I arrive in Vegas.
La la
Sure.
la. Josh does Spanish tapas for lunch, and everything looks fantastic.
So he had this tomato bread on the table, and my
Mm,
mom makes that all the time. They were
mm,
in Spain this
yeah.
spring. And so when they came back, that's all she makes. It's so good.
I had this also when I was in Spain. I think it's the same thing. Um,
Mhm.
like we took tomato, like we boiled tomatoes so the skin would come off of them, and then we take a like a cheese grater and like grate them so it
Grate them.
becomes
Yep.
like soupy
Yeah.
pulp. And then we added like
Yes.
olive oil, maybe salt and pepper or something like that. Is that, and then
Yep.
like spread that on bread or dip bread in it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So she'll do the grating and then like let it drip. So it comes more like
Mm-hmm.
the pulp isn't as wet, but she
Okay.
toasts the bread in the skillet,
Oh
rubs
yeah.
a little garlic on it.
Oh, that
I'm
sounds really
really
good.
hungry.
Yeah, I don't know what you call that. There's probably a name for it, right?
Oh, I'm sure there's. We just call it tomato bread.
Sounds good. Somebody tell us what that's called. Okay, it's water sports time. We got jet skis. We have the e-foils, paddle boards, launching the tenor. It's chaos on the swim platform, and Tessa notices that one guest, Sam, has just floated away. It turns out Tessa did not give him any instructions on how to use it. She just like put him on that, and there he goes. And Nathan ends up having to jump in the tender and go get him.
You know that whole talk about having urgency?
It
And
backfired.
Christian are just sitting there like, huh, I wonder how he got out there.
Hmm.
And then nothing. It's just like, huh, no action to call anybody.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does it seem like the naughty boys are never really fully tied together? They always seem to be like floating around on their own, and
Yeah.
they're not looking like an extension of the motor yacht. To be fair, I think Christian and Tessa right now are just a liability.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. Heaven forbid there's like an actual like problem, like an emergency.
it's crazy.
Tessa said that Nathan blames the deck team for everything that goes wrong on deck. Um, and she said, he just hasn't put any routines into place or told them what to do. And then they cut to the last charter where Nathan is literally walking through like the list of tasks that they have to do, showing them how to do stuff, leaving them to-do lists. What?
She just doesn't want to step up and figure it out. She just wants to like stand there and look cute and then say, "You need to do this."
Hmm.
Did you catch her at dinner? They were talking about um if the deck crew was cracking early. And she said, "Well, I know I'm not the reason that it's cracking early." And I was like, girl, you are definitely part of that problem. Sorry.
You're not probably part of the solution, Tessa, let me tell you that.
That's for damn sure.
Okay, the first course dinner, one of the plates doesn't have truffle on it, and that's like the main thing they wanted.
Right.
And meanwhile, they cut to Max in the galley just eating truffles like popcorn.
Who who eats truffles like that? It's
Yeah,
so
number
gross.
one. And number two, like stay out of the chef's stuff, like you don't know what the plan is. Thankfully, Josh did find another thing of truffles in the cabinet.
They're lucky because that would have been so bad.
Yeah, you'd have to like pick them off of someone else's plate and put them onto hers. Just
Everybody
like,
close your eyes just
yeah,
real quick.
exactly. So Jack has some bumps of caviar with shots of vodka. I thought this was so obnoxious. People are so snobby about caviar, and you're literally eating eggs that have shot out of a fish's anus. Like that is so gross.
I have nothing to say about that. That's so
Yeah.
gross.
I think I
Ugh.
don't know that they always kill the fish to get the caviar. I think with sturgeon, they like milk them.
Yeah, that's
So they
gross.
like get the eggs out. I mean, that is disgusting. It's so slimy. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Just
Ugh.
tell
That's
rich
gross.
people something's expensive and they'll eat it. Okay. Jack is ready to party. He says, "How far is Ibiza from here?" And on the way downstairs, he suggests that they ask Sandy if they could go on a jet ski. That's not going to go over well.
He's just living his best life right now. And tomorrow morning, it's gonna hurt
Yeah.
bad.
And then cut to them down below, and Jack is drinking rosé in his doorway of his room, and he asks Kizzy for a Xanax and some Sichuan chicken.
Does she carry the Xanax? Like, do they have a pharmacy on board?
I assume
Curious.
he brought his own.
Good
But
point.
Kizzy says, "Is there an alternative?" And Jack says, "All I can think about is chicken."
What an odd craving.
It's so
But he
specific.
also, it was very specific. And he also said it's good because it's healthy.
And it's fried and sauce.
Deep fried chicken in soy sauce.
So Kizzy is actually going to try to cook Szechuan chicken. Christian is Googling the recipe to find out the ingredients. And Nathan walks in and sees Christian holding a bag of raw
He's
chicken.
like,
And he just, yeah, he shakes his head. He says, no, no,
no,
you can't cook. You'll give them food poisoning. Just
yeah.
like do the job list. I told you what to do, and it didn't involve cooking chicken. So Kizzy heats up leftover chili. And as we could have predicted, Jack has fallen asleep by the time she delivers the chili to his room.
I really wanted him to be awake, though. I wanted to
Hmm.
see his reaction to having chili when he's being told it's chicken.
Yeah, well, she
Sichuan
thought
chicken.
he wouldn't even notice, that he would think it was Szechuan chicken. So,
Yeah, that's what
oh
I'm.
man, maybe
Now
we
we'll
can
never
get,
know.
yeah, maybe we can get Jack on the pod. That'd be fun. Okay, the next day. No surprise, the overnight to-do list isn't complete. Um,
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
One of the guests orders an espresso martini, but with tequila. Gross.
Okay, they make coffee flavored Patron. I think we have some. I'm gonna bring it to Vegas.
Ew. Okay, you say so.
It won't be as good as the green tea shots, but
Okay,
well,
that
that way
sounds
we can like,
disgusting. Okay,
oh,
so it's a good thing Christian had a helmet on when he was on that jet ski, because he got smacked right in the face with the hook swinging, and
yeah.
Christian looks very confused on the jet ski.
We got hit in the head.
He's seeing stars, he like little birds are flying around, and he's like, "How do you
Hey,
work
tell
this
me how to
thing?"
get there. Tweety, how does this work?
Yeah. Um, the guests notice that he's like floating away on this jet ski, and our poor deckhands have had to learn the hard way several seasons now. You got to make sure something starts before you unhook it or before you untie it from the yacht.
So Nathan said you filled up the jet skis, right? To Tessa. You put fuel in those.
Oh, I didn't
And
hear
she said,
that.
oh yeah. And then he's like floating out in the middle of nowhere.
So
Oh,
you
it's not
think it's out of
working.
gas?
I think so. I'm afraid they are. Look, these two, Christian and Tessa, are taking up space for people who actually want to do a good job and make some money. And to be fair, who we actually want to see. And you know who I'm talking about. Last
Yes.
season's crew. Thank you very much.
Yes. Well, the next episode looks good, and it looks like Sandy is going to let Nathan pick a deckhand to get rid of.
Just gonna let him pick. Nice.
It's kind of a hard choice because there's at least two that need to go.
That's right. Well, let's take a break and we'll come back with Hot Tub Combo. We are sponsored by Coconut Bowls. Coconut Bowls reduces the use of single-use plastics by sourcing sustainable coconut shells while providing jobs to low-income artisans in Vietnam and Indonesia.
From beautiful coconut bowls to bamboo cups, straws, and cutlery, Coconut Bowls has eco-friendly handcrafted items to complete your sustainable kitchen. Each bowl is made from 100% natural coconuts with a unique size, shape, and pattern. Join the Coconut Bowls movement today and eat sustainably.
Go to coconutbowls.com and use discount code AboveDeckPod20 for 10% off your order.
And that's a new code. Got to add the 20 on the end. Above Deck Pod 20.
Nice.
Okay, it's time for Hot Tub Convo, where we discuss what's happening with our favorite Below Deck cast members.
Captain Sandy and Nathan were on Watch What Happens Live virtually last week, and I think they put like big TV monitors on the
Yeah, they did.
on the chairs, which is fun. Andy asked about Nathan and Gail's relationship, and Nathan said he knew immediately when he met Gail that they would have a long-term relationship. But the world of Below Deck complicated things. But the second time around, it stuck. He says he's been working as a captain on a boat in Sydney, which is where she's from, right? She's Australian?
She's from Australia. I don't know where.
Yeah, yeah. And they plan to travel the world together with their baby, and they just don't know where they'll land exactly. So that's really exciting. And it was so fun to see him kind of like get
Hmm.
giddy talking about the little guy.
Yeah.
A virtual fan asked Captain Sandy for her reaction about being brought up on the Real Housewives of Miami reunion and what happened with her and Julia and Gertie on the cruise ship. So Captain Sandy said that she and Leah have been friends with Martina and Julia for years. So it was not unusual for them to be at a table together. Unfortunately, there wasn't room for everyone. She said Gertie could have pulled up a chair. The more the merrier.
Yeah. She said it just wasn't that big of a deal. So everybody get over it. Captain
But it's
Sandy's not one
always a
that
big a deal.
I know. She's not one that likes drama really. So it's just funny that
No.
her name has been brought up so much on that show this season. Okay, I'm going to try not to be smug while I report this about someone who has not been very kind to Kelly and I. Camille Lamb from Below Deck Season 10 was arrested for a DUI in Mississippi on Saturday in the early morning hours. We hope no one was hurt by her choice of driving while intoxicated, and also hope that she gets the help that she needs.
And hopefully that's the last time we ever have to say her name. Aisha and Scott have made it to the final four on Amazing Race Australia. We've been watching the clips online, and as we could have predicted, Aisha is great TV.
Yes. One of our listeners sent us the link so that we can watch this. I think the clips are so good. I think I'm going to have to go back and just watch this whole season.
Yeah,
So I
no,
might
I
need to
think you're
get
right.
caught up before the end here so I can live the magic, of the last few episodes with everybody else.
Absolutely.
Pause. Let me grab my magazine. Okay. I finally got my hands on the Us Weekly
Nice.
magazine with Below Deck on the cover.
Oh, I love it.
Um, I have not read the article yet. I don't know why. I think because I've been like, I want to savor it, and once I read it, like I've read it. So,
Yeah, and then it's
but
done.
I mean, they've interviewed like all the big people and like so many iconic moments. Here's Kelly, Kelly with a
She made
Y.
it.
She made it. So, Jill Zarin, we have the Rose family in there. We have
Of course.
Ashton when he got pulled
Oh,
over.
that was scary.
We have something about Captain Carey taking over for Captain Lee. Oh, Brandon
Fun.
McLaughlin's in here.
Look at
Oh, I
that.
wonder if
It's
I'm
your
sure I
buds.
was gonna say, I wonder if he's seen it. Of course, he probably has several copies. Um,
Signed, ready for you.
yes. There's stuff about like below deck sailing and then like by the numbers about like tips. Anyway, I'm very excited. I'm gonna like really dive in.
I
So,
love it. Book report time.
yes,
Get a
exactly.
trifold board. Get it going. Science fair.
No problem. Can do. Okay, so now that we're just 1 month away from BravoCon, I started
Mhm.
sharing more of our like past content from BravoCon 2022, 2023. So definitely keep an eye out on our Insta stories for BravoCon stuff. And also get your above deck merch. Like, what are you waiting for? We have all that new stuff that came out this summer, including that cool new shirt that has original artwork by my mommy. And there's that great new hoodie that Kelly and I both have. There's a dad hat, which Captain Carey has.
Yeah, of
And of course our award-winning stickers. I don't know what awards they've won, but I'm sure they're award-winning in the sticker world.
course.
Mugs, water bottles. Click the link in the show notes to shop. We have that link everywhere, Instagram bio, just every single episode. So get your stuff. 1 month.
Yeah.
It's time for our segment, Join Me in the Wheelhouse, where we decide who needs to see Captain Sandy for a stern talking to. Kelly, who are you going to call to the wheelhouse and why?
I'm calling Christian and Tessa because duh.
Duh.
That's it. I got nothing else.
Yeah, I have a feeling we will not be seeing one of you for too much longer, or maybe both of you. That's it for this week's episode of Above Deck. Thank you to our team at Herd at Media, especially Brock and Justin. Thanks to all of you for listening. Please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to tell a friend, and please rate and review us 5 stars only.
Please follow us on Instagram at Above Deck Pod, and you can email us at abovedeckpod@gmail.com. And you can watch our episodes on the Herd at Entertainment YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Kelly Busbey.
And I'm Sarah Goldman. There are only 31 days until BravoCon. We'll see you next week.